Deep Ellum on air. Only the best in local music.
Do it live!
DFW and beyond. Deep Ellum on air. Going deep.
Feel my neck.
The local show. Going deep.
You're going down, man.
Going deep on Deep Ellum on air.
That's right. It's Going Deep, the local show, and this is Alex Allred.
What I'm learning university, what I like to call an Ohio learner. Everything from A to Z. All I really care about is THC and my BAC. So the drink's on me. Stumble into E at the break of 3. But somehow I gotta get my ass to class in the morning. Tell me, do I look fucked up? Never said I didn't do everything I wanted to. Never said I didn't do every little thing that I wanted to. And one winning guy named Paps, I admit I blame him for the memory gaps. And got acquainted with the 4 J's, Jimmy, Jack, Johnny, me, amigo, Jose. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't that long until my skills were strong. Now I learned how to write this song. Everybody sing along from the chorus now. Never said I didn't do everything I wanted to. Never said I didn't do every little thing that I wanted to. Never said I didn't do every little thing I wanted to. It goes on and on and on, just follow through. When it comes to the ladies, learn to treat them like a gentleman. Open doors and hold their hands. When it comes to the ladies, treat them like a gentleman. Inch by inch. No, 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 no. Ooh, never said I didn't do everything I wanted to. Never said I didn't do every little thing that I wanted to. Never said I didn't do every little thing I wanted to. It goes on and on and on, just follow through. Now I got this paper, should I say I'm better than you? We both know that's not true. That's not true. Now I got this paper, should I say I'm better than you? We both know that's not true. That's not
All right, it's Going Deep, the local show. That was Alex Allred. CD was, what is it, Alex? 420?
Born on 420.
Born on 420, yeah, sorry about that. Dude, that was great. The song
Appreciate
was called Higher Learning. Like that, too. So, all right, so you got this, you got the song, the CD, Born on 420, you got the song Higher Learning. And so you think, oh, man, this guy's a big, stoner. No, man, this is Alex Allred. Dude, you were actually born on 420.
Yeah, that's right.
That's awesome.
Ever since I was born, yeah. Every year. No, but yeah, I just threw that in there just to shock people, The CD's not about, weed and shit like that.
It's really not. Like, you would think, with all the, hinting at it, but no, it's... So you're a singer-songwriter. Here's the great thing that I like about you. All right, so we got people, man, that singer-songwriters that, are in the area. Dude, you're representing Dallas hard.
Yeah.
Alex Allred, Dallas's own acoustic singer-songwriter. You're throwing it out there right now, representing Dallas.
Yeah, I got to represent. Dallas is the only city in the Metroplex that's really embraced me as much. Denton's great, they're great too, and Forward's great, but Dallas is really accepting me the best,
What I mean is that why you decided to use that as like your slogan?
Yeah, I guess so. Like all the clubs, our home base is basically Dallas. You know, I live in the Dallas County, so I mean, might as well. Closest city to me, and yeah.
So what does it mean to be a singer-songwriter nowadays?
Oh man, it means a lot of things. Either you can be slow and pretty, or you can be, loud and abrasive, or, basically just doing everything DIY all the way. So as long as I take care of business, and just show up and play, so I guess it's all really singer-songwriter is just write your own, play your own. So, I mean.
So I'm looking at all your stuff on Facebook. You got Alex Allred. Actually, your Facebook on Facebook it's Alex S. Allred.
Yeah, because
where's the S come from?
Because some middle-aged woman in like Michigan somewhere took it from me, the real one. So that's my middle name, Stuart. So I had to throw in the middle initial. It was either that because my personal one's my full first, middle, last name, so I just threw in the middle initial.
So that's what you are. Just look Alex S. Allred on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook.
Yeah.
But you can go to alexallred.com without the S.
Yeah, that's easier way. Yeah, I wanted to grab that domain before another middle-aged woman stole it. It's either a woman or some Mexican dude and some, that is named Alex Allred. It's hilarious. There's never any like normal dudes named Alex Allred. It's always middle-aged women. So I got the ambiguous name there, the unisex.
Dude, all right. So this is what we're gonna do, man. We'll have you perform a song, and then when we come back, I want to talk to you a little bit about the band.
Cool.
How you guys got started. All that kind of stuff.
Cool.
So what are you about to perform right now?
Young and Dumb. It's the 10th track on my CD.
Okay, cool, man. Well, let's do it.
Good to go.
If you told me back then that I'd end up in the back of a cop car, I'd believe you. Though I never thought I'd be so right. Though I never thought I'd be so true. 18, such an ignorant age. Never back down, never on the same page. Got caught getting high on the highway. And I never came down, no, I never came down. Chucking up to a good time. No. Now I know there's a reason for everything, but I never thought the law should apply to me. Can you blame me? I was so young, just another misfit looking for fun. Giving up to the screw-ups. Giving up to the ones who had too much fun. Giving up for the young and dumb Oh, chucking up to a good time. No, chucking up to a good time. No, chucking up to a good time. Oh! Chucking up to a good time. No, chucking up to a good time. No, chucking up to a good time. Giving up to the screw-ups. Giving up to the ones who had too much fun. Giving up for the young and dumb. Oh.
Thank you.
This is how the story starts. I'm so fragile I could fall apart. The spring of 1986, just outside of Dallas, Texas. I spent this days up in the sky, 37,000 feet up high. See him every now and then until it's time to go back up again. Little warrior, can you live up to the expectations of the world that doesn't care enough to learn your first name? I don't believe in fate. Something tells me nothing stays the same. Nothing stays the same. Da 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 da. Mother can't complain. You're the only one who taught me how to gain a sense of who I am. Only one that gave a damn. And why does it have to be this hard? Guess I never let down my guard. So show me everything you know, and I'll show you just how far I will go. Little warrior, can you live up to the expectations of the world that doesn't care enough to learn your first name? I don't believe in fate. Something tells me nothing stays the same. Nothing stays the same. Up to the expectations of the world that doesn't care enough to learn your first name. I don't believe in fate. Something tells me nothing stays the same. Nothing stays the same. Nothing stays the same. Yes, I can't complain.
Let's go deep to local show. That was Alex Allred. Let me turn my mic up a little bit. That was Alex Allred, born on 420. Go to alexallred.com to can you buy that CD from the?
Oh yeah, you can buy it on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, Rhapsody, basically anything you can think of. You can play it on Spotify if you want to just check it out first. You can also buy it in the DFW area. You can go to Bill's Records in Dallas. Or you can go to Mad World.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, right.
Bill's Record.
Yeah,
Shout
right.
out to those guys. We love them.
And then you can go to Mad World Records in Denton, in the Denton Square. They're a newer CD place, but yeah. So if you want the hard copy, you can just go to those two stores. If you want the digital download, just go to iTunes.
Going old school style.
Yeah, I got to, you know.
Who would have thought saying go buying a CD is going old school? Jeez.
Yeah, right. Get some 8-tracks.
All right, so Alex, here's something you don't know, bro. I knew who you were before you even got here, dude. Well, the last Zombie Walk, we were actually big sponsors of that.
Oh yes.
I know you, bro.
Yeah,
you were the zombie banana.
I was a zombie banana. Yes, I actually stole that costume from my girlfriend. So, and then sprayed blood all over.
Not only were you in front of Taco Loco, who is another sponsor of Deep Ellum on Air. We love Taco Loco. Shout out to Sexy Tracy. I mean, we were like broadcasting on the top of there. Like where you were. Oh, I'm sorry. The picture of on your Facebook of you in the zombie banana suit.
It's like I'm almost falling over.
You're in front of Taco Loco, so we're like literally broadcasting right where you were in this picture.
And the stage was right there. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was some funny shit. And it was funny too because there was another banana. Actually, there's 2 other bananas. One guy who didn't want to have anything to do with me across the street kind of waved and then ran away.
Wait a second. Are you telling me there were multiple banana
Yeah.
suits at a zombie walk?
Yeah, I think they reused it from the banana pub crawl or something. But in Uptown. But yeah, and then I was in shit, what's that place called? At the Deep Elm at the end of Elm Street bar. Anvil Pub. I was at
the Anvil. Okay,
I was at
yeah.
Anvil Pub, and then I all of a sudden turn around. There's a banana walking up to me, and he's just like, "Hey!" Like he knew me. I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And we just acted like we're brothers. I never met the guy in my life.
That's-
And then I think we took
That's
a picture
awesome.
actually somewhere on my Facebook. And,
Yeah, it was. I
yeah.
just figured maybe it was you and your friend, like. With
Oh no, I
multiple
I
banana
had
suits.
no idea who that guy was.
That's
And then yeah, so that worked out pretty well. I really wish I should have put like a billboard on me because so many people like took notice. Get some free advertising out of it.
So, all right. So I was looking on your Facebook, the Aftermath Theory.
Oh yeah,
What is that?
that was the band before this one. Is my current drummer right now, Kevin Broussard. He was the bassist, and we had our drummer. We had multiple drummers. The last one was Ryan Matthews. He's in Solace right now. But yeah, that was our hard rock alternative trio from I think it was like 2007 to 2012, something like that.
So that's cool.
Or
That-
2011. Sorry.
That leads me to where I was going next. It's your longtime bandmate, Kevin Broussard.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about Kevin, because it sounds like you guys are kind of living the dream right now.
Yeah.
Old time buddies,
Well,
and now
I-
you guys are
yeah.
making great music.
I've known him since I was 3. Like he lived like 4 houses down the street.
Wow.
And then, yeah, and so we'd always hung out together. I started learning guitar like when I was 11, 12. And then like 2 years later, he started picking up guitar. And then we just kind of had bands together. And then we had other friends that picked up instruments. We formed bands. And then like bands fell through, and then we started a new one, and so on and so forth. So
That's cool.
Yeah, we've always been doing stuff. He originally played guitar, and then he moved to bass to help us out in Aftermath Theory, because I was like, I don't want to do a 2-guitar band. I just want to do 1 guitar. And he's like, I'll jump on bass. And so he did that.
That's
And-
a true friend right there, my friend.
Yeah, he just wants to play. He doesn't care what
That's
instrument.
cool.
And then after that band ended, I was like, I need a drummer. And he's always bragging about how he went to junior college and got this hand drumming class, and he made an A in it. That was the only A he ever made in college. And I'm like, all right, well, put up or shut up. Like, here's a djembe. Start playing. And he's been loving it ever since. So we've been doing that.
Well, cool. Well, we're actually gonna play a video
Oh yeah.
with him drumming, so we'll get to see that. Dude, you got a you're professional. You actually got a bachelor in music.
Yeah,
Like,
I got a
you're-
bachelor in music. Yeah.
You're not just some guy like making music. You actually went and studied it.
Well, I was that guy just making music, and I was like, all right, well, I'm kind of stunted. Like, I can only go so far. Because at the beginning, I had guitar lessons, I was learning guitar. But what I really should have been learning was music, not just how to play guitar. I learned the mechanics, yeah, but I needed to learn what I was playing. Like, I knew of what I was playing, but I didn't really know where I was going. There's a moth trying to kill us.
You were
in here.
getting attacked by a baby moth up here.
But yeah. So like, my sister and I have always been playing instruments. Like, she played flute and piano, and she's 3 years older than me. And she went to UTA, University of Texas in Arlington, and she took a music degree. And I was in high school at the time. I took like a music theory class, and I was like, this is easy. And I was like, move me up to AP music theory, and that was easy too. And I was like, well, if this is easy, I'm starving for more. Like this is like
Wow.
the tip of the iceberg. I want to go more. I want to go all the way. And so she was already in the music program, and so I was like, yeah, that sounds cool. And her boyfriend, now husband, was in it too. So we were all kind of had like a UTA music setup, And my parents, yeah.
What is it about music that's like in your blood? Because obviously it's your soul.
Yeah, like it's the only thing I've really been good at. Like I used to draw. I've always been like a creative person. I used to draw when I was little, like up until age 12. And then like one of my sister's boyfriends brought a guitar over one day, and I was just like, how does that work? This is the coolest thing. I've heard him all day long on the radio, but like, how does a guitar actually work? And I saw him. I was like, what are you doing with your left hand? What is that? And he's like, I'm playing the chords. So I'm like, but isn't that what your right hand does? And I was just so amazed. And I was
And
just like,
how old were you?
10 or 11. And I was just like, I gotta play this. And I bugged my parents, and they got me a guitar. And I literally have not stopped. It's the only thing I've been good at. 15 years now, I've been playing straight.
Let me ask you something. Did it? it kind of like kept your life in line, right?
Yeah. It's funny how many perks you get. Like, I've been pulled over many times on the verge of arrest, and being in a band has got me out. It's funny.
Really? How's that?
Yeah, it's a funny story. I got pulled over, and I was just minding my own business, but I pulled over, and he's like, "You don't got anything in the car?" I'm like, "No." And he's like,
But did you tell the truth?
Yeah. And so actually, it was in my pocket. So, and the guy's like, "Okay, let me see your ID and stuff." And so I give him my ID, and he's looking at it. He's like, "Aren't you in that band?" I just laugh in my own head. I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "Oh, I know. Don't you know blah blah blah?" I'm like, "No, blah blah blah." No. He said a name. I was like, "Oh yeah, that's my friend's sister. Yeah, I know her." Yeah, I was like, "Really? Yeah, I know
You're
her."
like, thank God.
Yeah. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I saw you on Facebook or something like that. I got an invite." I'm like, "Oh yeah, blah blah." He's like, "That's cool, man. Blah blah blah. You playing around? That's awesome." And he's like BSing with me. He's like, "That's cool. See, you don't got anything in the car, right?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "All right, cool. Well, I'll see you later and have a good day." I was like, God, that thing has saved me. I mean,
Awesome.
in high school, I've always been known as the guy who played guitar. Like, it was never like, "Oh, there's Alex" or whatever. That's the guitar guy or the guy in the band or whatever.
I can say, as the guy who always wanted to know how to play guitar in high school, and for you to be that guy who was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna whip out the old guitar," I'm envious of you, Alex.
Oh, well,
no, seriously
I
though,
appreciate
man, that's one of the reasons why I do what I do, is because I feel like if I want to start a foundation where we can put instruments in kids' hands, because I was actually, unfortunately, one of those kids who didn't get a guitar and caused a lot of problems because of that. Got in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
But if I would have had a guitar, I don't think I would have gotten in trouble.
Yeah.
So I want to like get a guitar. I want to get a keyboard. I want to get a flute. I want to get whatever to all these like kids to like,
Yeah.
because I feel like music breeds something else in the human body.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you don't even have to like, conform to society and do, as long as you are like an artist and a musician and you're doing your thing, you're still part of us.
Somehow
you know
people
what I mean?
respect that.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like just being a jerk with a guitar and like, "Oh, that guy's awesome."
Yeah,
It's
like, if you don't want to do a 9 to 5 and if you don't want to do construction, then damn it, you better pick up an instrument
and then play your ass off.
Yeah,
because-
or a paintbrush.
Yeah. I mean, it always seems like music is like one of those programs that gets like kicked out of school. Like the one thing when they need to make budget cuts, they'll just get rid of music.
Why is that, man?
Because I don't know.
Have they really lost touch? Like, is that because we have when we turn on radio right now and it's like the same 5 songs playing over and over, and it's,
oh my god, yes,
and it's auto tune crap? Is that why the quality of music has gone down?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, they just want money. It's all about money. So
it is about. Well, you're
so,
right. You're absolutely right.
The little teeny boppers, they want. No offense to teeny boppers, y'all are great.
No offense to you.
But
I'm just kidding.
when they hear a song, they want to hear it a billion times, and the radio station knows it, and they're going to play it 2 billion times. That way, you're sick of it, and they got plenty of money's worth out of it. So it's like they put the stuff that's mass produced, that's going to sell. Whenever the really good stuff doesn't get any airplay, it's just all about money and how pretty you look. And
it's gross. I work for Cheaters, and a lot of times while we're waiting to bust the people, we sit in these vans, and we're listening to the radio, and I kid you not, man, like. We have 2 different drivers, and one of the driver, he either listens to hip hop or the other driver listens to like the Kiss FM or whatever it is. And those 2 stations, it's either the hip hop, it's either Lil Wayne or Drake, and it's the same damn songs every like few hours.
Yep.
And I'm not even joking, bro. We sit there. Sometimes we'll F around and sit there for 8 hours. And we'll have heard the same song 5 times.
Yeah, like today I was at work, and because I have to have a day job, I can't just play music and live off that. But I was at my day job, and a coworker had the radio on, and it was Kiss FM. I swear to God, I heard Taylor Swift like 5 times.
That's disgusting.
I literally turned around in the middle of the job. I was like, if I hear Taylor Swift one more time, I'm gonna blow my brains out. I mean, no offense to Taylor Swift, I like her first early stuff, but. Like now it's like, well, you know what I'm saying? Like it was more respectable in the first CD compared to now.
Because she was original.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and now it's like she's talking about ex-boyfriends, and then it's always like, it doesn't sound like her anymore. It sounds like Britney Spears. She used to have a guitar, it sort of sounded country. Now she sounds like Kesha and Britney Spears put together.
It's
Yeah, and if
a
I hear
shame.
if Trouble, I swear Trouble is the song that kills me. And I hear it in my own head like afterwards, and I don't want to. Like I want to purge that out of my head.
You know what? I've just realized how happy I am that I have engulfed myself in local music that I could barely follow half of what you were just saying. Like really?
Yeah,
I know who Taylor Swift is, but other than that, I couldn't name a song. Because honestly, that's why I love Deep Ellum on Air. Because seriously, when I'm not doing a show, I'm listening to local music, and I love it. That's the greatest. I say this all the time. That is the greatest thing about being a fan of local music, because not only are you a fan of local music, but then you can hang out with the guys. Like you go see the show and you can drink a beer.
They're not too cool for school.
How much would you love if a fan came up to you like, "Hey man, here's a beer, dude. I love that song. You know, Higher Learning."
Yeah.
Whatever. That's like the greatest compliment.
Yeah,
for
and we'd
you.
hang out in the patio or something, you know.
How often does that happen?
I don't know, every other show or so. Like it just depends. Like some people are just like they leave me be, or they'll say something, but you know, usually people like want to keep themselves. But there's always a few that be
That's
like,
cool.
I love this or I love that, blah blah blah, and it's nice. And I'll be like, hey, take a flyer, take a CD, you know, go with it.
So you were mentioning you have a day job. What is it? What do you do?
I don't know. I work at a bank.
Oh, okay,
so,
we're gonna undisclosed job. Okay, I got you.
They won't let me talk with any media about the
okay.
job.
No
it's
worries,
actually
no
in the
worries.
training. They're like, don't talk about it.
So
It's
that
funny.
means you studied more than just music in college. What else did you study?
I mean, that was my major. I just took all the cores and stuff, you know.
What do you do for the bank? You don't have to say what bank. What do you do though? I'm just
Oh, I'm
curious.
like a teller, like the main guy.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
So like I handle like tons of money every day. You know, if you give me your deposit, I'm going to be the one putting it in. You know.
Cool.
So everyone's like, should I trust you with your money or with my money? And like, it's the
do
bank,
you,
man.
Do you ever feel like, I know obviously, you know, you got your job and you're like, you know, obviously I can't do anything illegal and take money, but handling that much money, do you kind of ever feel like, you know how like they used to say people would get the gold fever?
Oh yeah.
And they would literally like they could feel it. Do you feel like that money? Like you're just like, Jesus, like the energy from it?
Yes and no. It's like was it yesterday? I had like 50 grand on me, and it's
Wow.
like, yeah, and it's like you think about it, like 50 grand's a lot of money, and then I had like these straps of $10,000 each in my hands. I'm like, this is just like Monopoly money.
What is the most someone has ever brought in?
Oh, it's usually like big company, like corporate ones, like 7-Eleven and McDonald's and stuff. They'll bring like 10, 20, 40 grand a day.
Jeez.
It's ridiculous. All in cash too. So I have this big brick of cash I have to put through the machine, and then the machine always jams halfway. So I have to like take it out, put it back, do it again. They're like, hurry up. I'm like, dude, you gave me wrinkly ass bills and I'm trying to feed it, and you're trying to ask me to count $10,000 in 2 minutes. Like, no, I'm sorry. And it's always ones and fives. Like it's never like hundreds, you know, but,
Because we're all broke, my friend. Who the hell has hundreds?
That's why I need a day
I
job.
don't remember
man.
the last time I've seen 100.
Tax refund, maybe. I don't know. But
Tax? What was that? All right. So, I'm just kidding, IRS. We've already got beef with. They've found me.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Get the audit.
It's
going.
cool though. I mean, it's not audit, but
Yeah.
you know, it's. You gotta
Uncle
love the
Sam.
IRS.
Yeah, I guess so.
We're trying to buy a building, so we have to square up with the IRS,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, hey there." We saw back in 2011. All right, so where are we at? So we got Alex Allred right now, born on 420. Again, I want to reiterate, you're actually literally born on 420.
Yeah,
So you were
April
talking
20th. Yeah.
So this album, it's kind of like your life, right?
It's basically an autobiography. It's a concept album. I kind of like the whole, like with this band, I kind of like the ideas of concept albums, because it's like, it gives me structure. Like I know the first song to the end is like in order. I don't have to like write 10 songs and then figure out a way to, you know, put them on a playlist or whatever. It's like an actual structure. So this CD was like, what the first song is like me being born, and then like the last song is present day, you know. So I took the like, just try to make it like an autobiography of myself, and I went through all the songs, and it was always just like certain stories of my life, you know. Like the first one is giving myself a pep talk before I'm born. The second one is like me after I'm born, like a toddler, giving me another pep talk, and then so on and so forth. The last one is just like present day where I am right now. So
Has anyone ever kind of commented on that, like, hey man, I really like what you did with that. Like, I know as an artist, because I do stuff like that you want to get acknowledged for those kind of like hidden meanings.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever acknowledged it yet?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think anyone picks up on it. The whole point was I didn't want it to be like completely obvious. I don't want to be like day one I did this and that. Day two I wanted to be like poems that like you had to think about it, and then once you understood the meaning. Then
So
you go
am
next
I
one.
the first person to ever kind of
to what?
to like bring it up? Like, hey,
Oh.
the
Well,
whole
I mean, I brought it up to other. I told people like when I'm pitching it to people.
but I noticed though.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because
All right.
I mean, if you look at the titles, what Born on 420 is the first one, and then like Life in Times is the last one.
Yeah.
like, it's like
It's higher learning. I got it. It was all about like this journey through life.
Yeah.
Like that you got going on.
Yeah, and this is up to now, so you never know. Maybe in 10, 15 years, I'll make a version 2 and go from, I don't know, age 25 to...
Yeah, or part 2 or something. Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. If my life is that interesting, but you know what I mean. I'm just joking. But yeah, that's...
Maybe what you can do is you can be like Tupac. And you plan an album that only is released when you die.
Yeah.
And then it's like died on such and such date. But then like, you're not going to get the proceeds, but your family does. And maybe like a charity. And that'd be, dude, that's epic.
Yeah, that'd be cool, but I don't know if I'm that intuitive to know when I'm going to die.
That's true. Well, no, you can leave it like say, all right, so we're not going to name the title until I've died. And you don't release it until you die. But like maybe it's only like...
Yeah, I can't sit on
Maybe
material
it's
like
only...
that.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you do have to sit on...
Like, I have
Well,
to...
how about this? How about this? You fake your death.
All right.
Fake your death.
I already see where this is going.
Died on, and then you get this whole thing, and then... okay.
Yeah, I'm
Taking
sure
it too far. I'm sorry.
I'd piss off more people doing that than making new fans. But yeah, I can't sell material. I have to write a CD every year. Like if I don't make a CD every year, or at least every year and a half, then I feel like I'm wasting time.
It's like your therapy then.
Yeah, like I have to, like every month of every year, it's like I'm writing new songs. Like,
where do y'all record y'all stuff?
it just depends. We used to record in Fort Worth, and this one we recorded at our buddy's house in Arlington. I don't know what we're gonna do next time. It's just like however much money we have. And
Dude,
like,
that's what I love about.
Yeah.
Like that used to be what I just asked you used to be a standard question. 'Cause
Yeah.
as a host, you kind of want to give a shout out to. But nowadays, it doesn't matter where you because you can record anywhere, really.
Like any asshole with a laptop and,
Yeah.
and a good mic, yeah. But I mean, no offense to all our previous engineers, they're not assholes. But it's not hard.
I mean, I
nowadays,
love
yeah.
that, man. Because to me, I know a lot of people can look at it, the wrong way. But to me, I look at it like now we have the opportunity to hear. Because just can you imagine since the 70s, all the artists who have come and gone who never got a chance.
Yeah, because the labels are like gatekeepers. They want to control everything. And
Can you imagine what we missed out on?
Yeah.
But now that we have the internet, we're no longer missing out on that.
Yeah, now there's complete anarchy. It's freedom. It's like anyone can do whatever the hell they want, and like even like EDM music, like they can just make it on their laptop.
Shout out to Dallas EDM Live.
Yeah.
If you want to hear the best local and underground EDM, tune into Dallas EDM Live.
And those dudes could be just sitting at Starbucks with some headphones on, and then that's
some
how they
of
make
them
the
do,
music.
and you know what? Some of it's great. It's like that's their art.
Yeah.
I know. I hear a lot of
It's
people
cool.
like, "Oh, those DJs that just bring," dude. That's why are you? This is new technology.
Like,
You sound like one of those old guys getting stuck up on. Oh, back in my days, I used to have to walk 20 miles in snow. Good for fucking you, dude. Guess what? We got cars now. We don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Now we got to pay $5 a gallon for gas. Did you do that? No.
They're afraid of change. It's even though like I know some people hate on him, but like Skrillex, I think he's kind of creative.
Yeah.
But I like one of his songs. He's like, "These aren't musicians; they're technicians. Like no one can play the guitar." And I think that's funny because it's like I play guitar and like. It just cracks me up that's the standard you have to be a musician is play guitar. What about keyboardist? What about a flautist? What about a guy doing beatboxing?
Yeah.
Like he doesn't have to have an instrument. Just sing like choir. Like
Yeah, I mean, dude, I know a little. I know a few chords. I know a little bit, But I consider myself a musician. I consider myself an artist. I don't do everyday standard typical art or music, but still, this is the new days. So.
Expression, yeah. It looked like
Exactly.
Blue Man Group. They just drums on everything. Random buckets and stuff.
Those guys were way ahead of their time.
Yeah.
When you look at it, because you're absolutely
from another
right.
planet, probably. But yeah,
you're probably right. Serious B. All right, so hey, check it out. So we're gonna play the your video from your YouTube page, Alex S. Allred. What's the S again for?
Stewart. Yeah.
Like that.
With an EWART.
So, tell me a little bit about another one. You guys was this at the Curtain Club?
Liquid Lounge, yeah, inside the
Liquid
Curtain
Lounge.
Club.
Okay, yeah.
That was our CD release party on December 29th for the Born on 420 CD.
What's that like to have a CD release party, man?
This is our first one, actually, because all the Aftermath theory, whenever we had CDs, it was like we didn't make it in time to play the show, and then when we played the show, it was a little too late to call it a CD release show, or we didn't have the money to like actually duplicate the CDs, so we just had to like give it online or something. So we never had like a legit CD release, and this time I was like, all right, we're gonna actually sell these CDs. We sold them for $4.20.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I get, Dude, you guys are so damn clever.
Got to, like sell them for cheap, and the next time sell them for $8. And I mean, $8 is still cheap.
That's
yeah. I had to use my bank skills to get the change. Had to get nickels and quarters and shit. Yeah. All
right, so let's check it out. Now, one thing that I really liked about this video, it's a nice solo of your boy Kevin.
Yep.
On the drums.
Yeah, I wanted to do a drum setup.
What are they? I mean, what are those called?
Oh, well, it's strange. We have like an orthodox drum kit there. So we got a djembe in the middle, which is like an African drum. It's like you get the low and the boom boom in the middle, and that high on the side. So it sounds like a complete drum kit if you just wanted to play it by itself. So we had that centered. He's got the kick drum on the side, the accent, and he's got bongos to play every now and then. And then you have little cymbals to lighten it up. But yeah, and I got like a tambourine on my foot to kind of give that hi-hat sound. And so I was just like, let's just compile all these hand percussion. I didn't want to play any snare, any contemporary drums. I wanted to have some weird thing that would go with the acoustic sound. So, I mean.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's check it out. It's Alex Allred.
Start off. That wasn't good enough. Do it again. Come on, here we go. That's much better. Something different than the script. Don't know what I'm running myself into. Knowing the fun, I let it show. Never done anything like this before. I just wanna say I will never walk away. Finish what I started today. If another, oh, Thank y'all.
All right, it's Going Deep, the local show. That was Alex Allred. And I'm joined by my man Alex Allred in the studio. What's up, brother?
What's up?
Dude, thank you so much for coming in, being the Reverb Nation Band of the Month.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
It's
you're
on?
on.
I can't hear myself. That's why. Yeah.
Sorry.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Reverb Nation's pretty helped us out pretty well.
Has
so,
it?
Yeah, it's a pretty good website. Like it's kind of like the new MySpace in a way. Because
Yeah.
MySpace is always about bands and stuff, you know. So it's kind of like the same thing, just better.
Cool.
No offense to MySpace. I hear y'all coming back with something else new. So.
But are they, though? I mean,
I
I
don't know.
hear them wanting to come back.
I think I saw their advertisements in South by last year. It said MySpace is dead, and it was their own company saying that. It was like billboards that say MySpace is dead, and I was like, what are you talking about? You're promoting your own company.
Yeah,
and
it's a
like-
little weird. Okay, yeah, I don't get that.
It's all good. Maybe I read it wrong, but I don't know.
All right, so, well, I mean, no, actually, maybe they're trying to do the whole reverse psychology thing. That's
Revival,
one of the oldest
I don't
games in the book, you know?
Yeah,
But that doesn't really seem like it's working.
I don't know.
I know I'm not getting a MySpace account.
I don't know. Zuckerberg is pretty much taking over things, and I don't know. It was cool. It worked.
I mean, it's too much. Who's going to have a Facebook and MySpace? It's
Yeah.
too much. It's either one or the other.
When we started this band, I was thinking, do I want to do a MySpace? It's like I think that's a little too much effort to put
Yeah.
into that. You know, I'd rather just do every other website.
I can barely even hang in with my Facebook. I mean,
Yeah.
I have the Twitter. I have all that, but it's like I can't.
Yeah, we just post to one thing
It's
and
too
it
much.
leaks to everything else. So
Yeah.
that's the easiest way.
All right, so AlexAllred.com. The album's Born on 420. You can find the guys Facebook.com/Alex S. Allred. Twitter is the same. YouTube is the same.
Yep.
All right, so you guys got hold on, let me throw on the bam. So what's this going on at the Liquid Lounge? You
So
got your
it-
second annual birthday bonanza.
Yeah, it's the birthday show, our 420 show. Last year we played at Profit Bar. This year we're playing at Liquid Lounge. We're gonna be selling CDs for $4.20 again. Yeah, it's just gonna be a hell of a show right there. It's just every year I'm trying to make a big old deal for my birthday.
know,
so.
I don't think you know what you're up against this year, my friend.
There are a lot of 420 shows out there. I know
There are,
Normal's
but-
doing one. I know like oh man,
The
like
Cannabis Cup, bro.
oh that's
Cannabis Cup is in
Austin?
Colorado
Oh,
for
never
the
mind.
first time this year. It's in America for the first time ever.
Yep.
And it's in Colorado
Uh-oh.
on 420. Nah, I mean you don't really have to compete with that. But I'm just saying that's the first thing I thought of.
Yeah. There's always something on that day. That's why
But yeah,
I
you're
booked
right,
it
there
like
is.
2-3 months in advance. It's like I gotta get this show.
Well, if you're in the Deep Ellum area, Liquid Lounge, we love those guys. Right across the street from the Deep End, who are they're sponsors of Deep Ellum on Air. We love
yeah.
those guys. We just got we're gonna be out at broadcasting at the Arts Fest,
Oh, nice.
and they helped us buy new shirts for that. So we love the Deep End. So anyway, dude, all right. So we're gonna close out with your song Phases.
Mhm.
Is there anything about that you want to throw in?
About that song, I guess that was when I guess we're on track 5 here, when
Yeah.
I was like 12, 13, 14. I was in this goth hard rock kind of, like I wore Metallica Megadeth shirts every day.
Cool. Okay.
And then
It's getting
I was
interesting.
Yeah, and then I was like, man, I really want to get these girls. Like, these girls do not care about the metalheads and this guy. So I was like, man, I gotta prep it up or something. And that was and looking back, I was like, that was dumb. But I'm 14 years old, 13, whatever. And so that was me trying to conform just to get the ladies. And I was, and thinking back in the day, I was like, that's pretty dumb. But that's who you are when you're a preteen, dumb.
All right, well,
So-
let's check it out, man. Alex, thank you so much for coming in.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And this is Alex Allred. The song is called Phases, and it's on Born on 420.
Days are full of strangest little faces. I was dressed for a funeral. Couldn't be unusual. So tell me the words that I need to hear. Tell me, please make it very clear. I'm so sick always greener and the girls are always sweeter, and you live the life that everybody wants. No, 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 gotta get to the top of the food chain. Gotta flip the script for myself first. No, gotta flip the script for better or for worse. No, 'cause the grass is always greener and the girls are always sweeter, and you live the life that everybody wants. No, no, no,
Going deep.
Feel my effect.
The local show. Going deep.
You're going down, man.
Going deep on Deep Ellum on Air. Check out deepellumOnAir.com for all of your exclusive rates, show times, and more. Everything you need to know about the local music scene for the Dallas-Fort Worth area can be found online. deepellumonair.com. Deep Ellum on Air presents the mildly abrasive radio show.
It's educational.
Mars.
Offers mild thrills.
Wednesdays, 8:30 to 10.
All right,
Here
here we go.
Here we go.
Here it
on
is.
Deep Ellum on Air.